Hello, it's Philip Taylor speaking from Richmond Green Chambers, and this morning I'm looking at an excellent book from Edward Elgar Publishing, which is actually very pertinent to what we're doing here in London with the 2012 Olympics. It's the Handbook on International Sports Law, this book here. You can see what the book is. It's quite a heavy book actually. There's a spine, there's some comment on the back. It's in the Research Handbooks in International Law series from Edward Elgar, and it's published, this is actually edited by James Nafziger and Stephen Ross. You can see the names there. The book is a heavy book. It runs into 560 odd pages. There's an index at the back with some detail. You can see that the book itself has very detailed, copious, meticulously footnoted throughout, and that really is very useful. There's no paragraph numbering as such, but you can see how detailed the footnotes are because sometimes they're half the page, which is quite substantial. As I say, the book is an important book because it gives a very useful introduction. There are some useful acknowledgements there, and then you've got very useful abbreviations, because again there are a lot of abbreviations which sometimes one would have to think a little bit carefully about to know what they actually are. The book contents are structured there. We've put the book on the web and published it in some of the journals, and we've given it the title, in the run-up to the Olympics, here's an innovative collection of essays from leading scholars of sports law worldwide. And that's what it is, because the issue of sport is a worldwide issue and there's a lot of money involved. So, if you're a specialist in sports law or a lawyer who would love to get further involved in this increasingly complex field, you'll find much to interest you, in our view, in this useful handbook. Its publication is indeed timely with the run-up to the 2012 Games. Part of a series of handbooks which cover the latest research and thinking on international law. This is just one of them. Elgar's have produced a collection of learned articles here, or essays if you like, from no less than 25 leading academics and lawyers directly involved in the field. And the book meets a growing need, in our view, for expert commentary and insight into the regulation, not just of sporting activities, but all the related and often controversial commercial and personal issues, including, for example, sponsorship, image management, intellectual property, the media, and antitrust regulation. Also, as well as social and health matters such as discrimination, gambling, the protection of youth, anti-doping, field of play issues, and of course much more. Above all, there's the fundamental issue of fairness, which runs as a theme throughout, because that's the basis of competition, that everybody is competing equally in a fair manner. The book focuses on two main tracks, if I can use that expression, which are gradually converging. One is the mainstream institutional framework of law, including the IOC, the International Olympic Committee, and the other regional and national and international sports authorities, all of which come together. The other is the commercial sports industry itself, which you mentioned earlier. It's worthy of note that the article by the editor, James Nafziger, on international sports law, which amongst other things provides an international historic perspective of the ancient games, which then as now were accompanied in law by rules, which we would actually have you believe were the form of statutes originally dedicated to Zeus. It's a thought-provoking volume which offers much to learn from and enjoy. The index at the back, I think, is extremely helpful, so anyone involved professionally with sport will value this book's contemporary and very forward-looking approach to a topic which has now become a matter of global interest and concern. So can I thank the editors and the contributors and Edward Elgar for a great contribution to the debate, and good luck to everybody in the Olympic Games this summer. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.